I will be doing my presentation on border security. Rape, human trafficking, drug cartels, gang-related crimes, and taking advantage of our infrastructure is a growing problem at the border. We need this problem to stop. A good start to stop this problem would be making it hard for those problems to get here in the first place. Border security should be a high priority, and a wall must be built. Hostels. I will show you those who believe that the wall will not work and that we do not need one, how and why we need one, and where they do the work. And agreeables. I will show you those who are all in favor of the wall, research of why we need a wall, and where they already work, so you can pass on information and knowledge to others. I have personal connection to this because I see everywhere where walls work, like people's houses and my own house, for example. We paint orange on top of posts so people can't hunt in our property. It keeps trespassers out so people don't hunt the deer or what they want on your property, and it makes them come and ask you before they step on your property. I also see a lot of things in the news about crime-related things that have to do with illegal immigrants, killings and rapes and drug cartels, and I have a big problem with that. I also have some friends that I knew in middle school that were from illegal immigrant families and were there illegally, and how their families were in drugs and how they got all the money. So I've also borrowed some research from internet websites and some random books that I found to increase my knowledge on this subject. Seeing all these crimes and drug trafficking on the news being committed by illegal immigrants in America, paying taxes for things being used by people who haven't contributed themselves, like schools and roads, voting for my president, and then seeing all the houses around me and other countries with border walls showing that they work has made this a growing problem for me and many like me. So I'd like to start off with my first main point. Safety of the American citizens is the most important reason to keep the borders closed. Mexican drug trafficking organizations. Mexican drug trafficking organizations are the largest foreign suppliers of heroin, methamphetamines, and cocaine to the United States, according to the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration. In 2016, approximately 174 people die every. In 2016, somebody from the United States Department of Justice Drug Enforcement Administration researched that 174 people die every day from drug poisoning. So this is a graph from 1999 to 2016 of the rate that the amount of drugs coming in and homicides and everything that has to do with the drugs coming across the border. The orange is the amount of firearms coming across. The red is drug poisoning. So that just goes to show you how much drugs are coming in and how bad they are. Some may compare the cartel to ISIS, being that the difference is the cartel, the money drives the cartel, where religious views drives ISIS. So the cartel they're driven by the money they make and the drugs that they sell. So if they don't receive the money, they kill people. Or if they don't have the drug, they'll kill for it. Just like ISIS does when they believe that killing other people from other religions sends them to heaven or wherever they go. And private property needs to be protected and secure from people. So this is big into safety because there's obviously a lot of private property on the border, and the wall would protect a lot of that private property from illegal immigrants crossing the border. I understand that there's some people who do not want the wall there, but that's just protecting them plus the rest of the American people from these illegal immigrants, whether good or bad. So I'd like to go on to my second main point. So we have all these people coming in the country, and it puts a burden on us taxpayers. There's a big impact on jobs in the United States with all the immigrants coming to take work from American people. 1,887,695 in California alone. I got that from the Federation for American Immigrants Reform. So just taking work that we can have all these homeless people be working there. Instead, we have illegal immigrants who came here illegally, who didn't go through the procedure that most other immigrants went through, and it's just not fair for the rest of the people who could be having the same job. Immigrants taking advantage of America's infrastructure. I read on the twin crisis that there's a lot more than we think. A lot more immigrants going to schools, a lot more immigrants driving on our roads that we pay for, and then there's also the fact that we have to build a wall to keep these illegal immigrants coming, and that adds up. That's $5 billion wall that we're talking about, just to keep them out and keep our roads that we pay for and our schools that we pay for in taxes used by us instead of other people who do not contribute. And bring me to my third main point. There are many proven methods of border security. My most important example is, and best example, is the White House itself. The White House has a fence that goes all the way around the building, and you never hear of anybody breaking into the White House or, breaking windows or anything getting past that border. And there's been millions of people who walk by, stand outside of it, millions of people who want to get in there because they don't like the administration, millions who just want to go and see inside, and they cannot get past this border wall. And I would say that's one of the best examples I can give for a working border wall. Not only that, other border walls, fences that surround everybody's houses, or even doors. Doors could be a really good example for a border wall. There's also already standing border in Yuma, Arizona, and El Paso, Texas that are working. There's a lot of statistics that say that they work, and I get that from USA Today, and showing that the two places in the border where proven security works best with that border wall. There are many controversial options for the United States border. A lot of people don't think that we need one because they want open borders so we don't have any violence, or that everybody deserves a chance. Well, I would agree with that, but there is a problem. Not all people are good, or not all of them are bad. That is true, but not all of them are good. And I do not like taking the risk of that one bad person who's going to kill a whole bunch of people, or that whole bunch of bad people are going to kill people or steal our jobs or infrastructure and all this. So it'd be way better if they came in the right way, came in legally, so we could filter all the bad ones out and only good ones in. And this brings me to my conclusion. In conclusion, as you can see, there are many different reasons why we need a border security wall. Not necessarily a wall per se, but walls have been proven to work in many places, and something should have been built a long time ago. Border security should be high priority, and a wall must be built. Seeing all the crimes on the news today of illegal immigrants being committed by illegal immigrants, paying for taxes of things that they use that we pay for, and voting for my president, which is a different thing in itself. There's some politicians that are in favor of the wall, and so obviously they're going to vote for that, and it just skews the whole thing up and makes it not fair. So next time you see another rape victim or another killing by a gang member on the news, just think of how many terrible things will be prevented if we have something in the border to keep those crimes from happening. We need to keep our homeland free from drugs and brutal crimes and stay safe for years to come. Thank you.